Hello guys, welcome to another week in my life. I am heading to campus now. So I'm gonna get back to filming weekly videos. Why is this car speeding? Anywho, y'all saw that and I'm so glad I got out. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to filming weekly videos. Just so I can have more like regular uploads, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'm just able to edit them all on time, because then like kind of Friday afternoon, all day Saturday would be like my editing day, and so it'll kind of be like crunch time, because if I don't edit by Saturday, I'm gonna be short a video, which is nothing new for me, unfortunately. But yeah, I just want to be like, even though this is really just a hobby for me and I really love to be creative and I love making these videos, like whether it's YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and it is a hobby and it's something fun, I feel kind of like, I don't know, not defeated. I guess kind of defeated sometimes when I don't like have my uploads, you know, like there the day that I want them to be. So I'm trying to be more consistent with that. But this week is going to be a really fun video, because halfway through the week I am going somewhere very exciting, and I'll talk about that later in the video when it actually gets closer and stuff. But like I said, now I'm on the way to campus. This truck is really irking me, you guys. Now I'm on the way to campus, and so I realized in my last video, or the last video I made about like specifically about MLT, a lot of people had questions about what MLT was and like what medical lab techs do. And honestly, like when I made that video, there was just so much that I didn't know at the time either. So last Thursday, so our program, it's a 16-month program, and the courses are in like 8-week courses, and so it's an accelerated program. So for the first fall semester, spring semester, and summer semester, we do classes. And then starting in the spring, but there's only one clinical in like the spring, or you could push it back in the summer, but I'm doing my clinical in the spring. And then all of the other clinicals are scheduled for next fall, and then you graduate. At the time, I decided to do this program because when I was looking into switching careers, when I was looking into expanding my career, a lot of the job applications required an MLT certification, like an MLT license. And even though I had like a degree, I still needed an additional something to even work in my field. So that's why I decided to do this program. And since doing this program, I learned that like once I complete the program, after a year of working, I can get my MLS license. So I'll be like certified, and then I can get my license, and I can get my license because I do have a bachelor's degree. So that's like a really nice bonus, because if I'm going into this program without that prior education, I would just be certified as someone with like a 2-year education in medical lab technology. But because I already have a prior background of a bachelor's degree at a university, this is just kind of like an add-on bonus to... That guy was mad. It's kind of like an add-on bonus to my... that really irked me. This is kind of like an add-on. I don't even know if I'm making this in the video, but wow, that really irked me. This is kind of like an add-on bonus to my degree, which is like really nice. And so MLS is just medical lab scientist. And so what you can do as an MLS, MLT, like, you know, when you go to your clinic, when you go to your doctor, or when you go to the hospital, any samples that are like drawn from you, whether that's blood, urine, any type of like bodily fluids, anything that's taken to the lab, I'm learning how to process all of that. I'm learning how to analyze all that. I'm learning, once I take something and I incubate it in a petri dish, and the like colony morphology is like basically like the shape of that petri dish, the colors of the petri dish, like looking at that and seeing what that means, and then just by looking at it, knowing what organism that is. And I'm not perfect at that yet, honestly, and so like honestly I feel like the program is a lot harder than on the job stuff, because once you're on the job there's a lot of resources to refer to, and a lot of things are done on the computer. Rather here in this program, we're learning how to do everything by hand just so we have that foundation. And so what I want to do specifically in this career field, what I want to specialize in is embryology. So I want to work in either like an andrology lab or something of that nature. And my program that I'm in doesn't have like a specialized embryology course. Rather, that's something that I would need to like apply for a job at that type of clinic or that type of lab and then get the on-the-job training. So once you're certified, if there's something like more specific, more specialized that you're interested in, that's more so like on-the-job training, which I kind of like because there's just so much that you can do as an MLT because of that. So you get your foundation of knowledge, and then you can kind of like run with that. There's so many different things that you can do within the field. So yeah, so I'm on the way to campus and I have about a 45-minute drive. So I'll see you guys when I get there. So now I'm back home. I have a few assignments that are due tomorrow, so I'm finishing up on that. And then I'm going to eat dinner and probably like do an at-home workout. There's a walking pad here, and so instead of like going to the gym and going on the treadmill, I'm just gonna go on the walking pad. Trees, golden. Hey y'all, sorry for this bad angle, but it's now the next day, and I'm heading to campus. I'm surprised I'm not just like dead exhausted, because I've been awake since 4 a.m. and I'm gonna be on campus all day today. I'm gonna take some family members to the airport this morning, but hopefully I can power through, and then I'll see you guys when I get there.
Small, usually, for us to see any, for us, the resolution on our microscopes, I guess, is not good enough for us to see those individual granules in most cases. So most monocytes, you're going to see, you can kind of see that little bit of speckling in the background, but they're not as distinct as the granulocyte granules. When monocytes are a little bit angry, there's an infection going on, you may be able to see more distinct granules in their cytoplasm.
Hey guys, so now I'm home from school now and I'm headed to the gym. Today was actually a very challenging day, mentally and physically, because, well, like I said, I was very, very tired. Once I parked my car on campus, I like laid in my backseat and took like a 30-minute nap because I got to campus really early. Sorry if my phone is shaky. I'm walking to the gym rather than driving to the gym. And then that way, like, I get my cardio out the way and like in the beginning rather than driving to the gym and just going on the treadmill. So yeah, but I was very exhausted. I took a nap because I got to campus early, and then I drank an Alani. And then when I went to lab, because like I said, I'm doing something very exciting for the rest of the week, and I'll just go ahead and I'll announce that tomorrow, because like I'm actually like leaving for that tomorrow, and I'll explain all that and like tell you guys what all that entails. But since I am going to be out of town for the rest of the week, I will be missing class on Thursday, so I had to make sure that I got everything that I needed done like for school before I left. And yeah, it was just a lot. I had to do I initially planned on doing 3 labs in one day, which I knew would be a lot, and there was already scheduled 2 labs for today, instead of just like 1. And so I was like rushing to get everything done, and I ended up being the last one to leave. So my I intended to like just get everything done really quickly, or not quickly, not rush through it, but like efficiently, and I ended up being like literally the last person to leave the lab. Like I stayed 30 minutes past when the lab was over. And I felt really bad because my teacher had to stay with me, and then she had 2 meetings, plus it was like around lunchtime, so I was hungry, so I bet she was hungry. And yeah, and I still didn't get to finish that 3rd lab that's actually going to be on Thursday. So I'm either going to do that tomorrow afternoon after my class, or I'm just gonna wait till Monday. We'll see. But I'm just gonna walk to the gym.
Wind down the cliff, honestly I understand. Behind the clouds the sun is hiding when the sky lacks saturation.
Hello guys, I'm back home now and I'm still super exhausted. I feel pretty sleep deprived, honestly. I don't think I've gotten good sleep since Friday night, but hopefully I can get some rest and relaxation soon. So I had my 1 class today, and afterwards I had to finish the lab that I didn't finish yesterday because, like I said, I'm going out of town. I don't know if you guys saw. I probably will link that down below, or link it in like my end screen. But last year I went to ladies retreat with my church, and it was at the beach, and this year we're going to the mountains. So it's gonna be a fun little trip, and I've also never been to the mountains. Like, I mean, I've like driven through, but I've never actually like stayed in the mountains, and so like I think it'll be really, really fun. So I'm about to leave soon, in maybe about like an hour, give or take. I'm all packed, I'm all ready. So yeah, I'm just waiting for my friend to come pick me up. We're gonna ride over together. Like half of the group is already there, and then the other half is like coming later tonight, you know, because work, school, whatever. And we can't even get into the house until 5:30 anyway, so it's gonna be like a road trip, and like pick up some food on the way, and then it'll be really fun. A good time of fellowship and the word and like devotionals and just relaxing, and really you can get whatever you want from this trip. Some people just need to relax in some time away. People need to be uplifted and surrounded by, you know, just like-minded people. Just the girls just want to be together, you know. So it's really fun and really special. And so yeah, but I am hoping to shower real quick, change, and get a little nap in because, like I said, I'm tired and we have about a 6-hour drive ahead of us.
I understand. Life's not always a flower in the spring, nor sweet as peaches in the summer. Just like the seasons, it's ever changing. So in this empty hall I embrace my fall. I see my breath, cover myself with old sweater I kept in my shelf, familiar like an old friend. I sense my daylight time is shorter.
Good morning, party people. So I'm so excited to be here. It's already been an amazing time, and it's only like 11 a.m. But last night I got in to, at first I wasn't telling you guys like what city I'm going to. By the time this video is going to be uploaded, I'm not going to be here, so I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm currently in Gatlinburg, Tennessee on, like I said, my ladies retreat. So I got in at 10 p.m. last night, which is a little late. And then I just kind of just chilled. There is a pool and a hot tub. I went in there and it was really nice. Did I record that? No, I didn't. Maybe I'll show you guys what that looked like later. I did record the common area, and I showed you guys that, like the living room, the dining area, kitchen, and everything. It's really beautiful in here, guys. Like even the rooms, like this is like, I know it's like just a bathroom, but like if you get the vibe, you get the vibe. And so yeah, I went to the pool and hot tub, and then I did a little bit of schoolwork because I was waiting on my friends. They left a lot later than me, and they got in at like 1 in the morning. And then I didn't sleep well because like I just haven't slept well most of this week, and so I'm just like trying to catch up on sleep. And my body was pretty restless last night, even though I was exhausted. Like my body just didn't like fully go to sleep. And so I woke up like early, like I want to say at like 7:40 I got out of bed, and I did more schoolwork and ate breakfast and everything. I don't know if you guys can hear everyone downstairs, but I'm about to get ready for the day. Oh, and of course I forgot to take my mouthwash, so of course I woke up with this giant pimple on my face. It didn't bring any pimple patches, so next time I travel I'll always bring pimple patches. But I'm also a little indecisive on what to wear today because I'm not really sure what we're doing. We're playing it by ear, but like I'm still trying to figure it out. We want to go hiking, but we're not doing that today. I think we're gonna do that tomorrow. But we are gonna go on like one of the mountain coasters out here in Tennessee. But I'm all done with my skincare. I don't know if my friends are waiting for me because I'm still not dressed. So I need to skedaddle. I'll check in with you guys once I figure out where I'm going and what I'm doing.
Do you think I'm a bad driver, Shay, based off of when we went to the...
No, I don't think you're a bad driver. I'm on the mountain coaster with my friends and we're about to go. I need to put my phone down. We are in Little Island. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, ready? I am hungry though. Me too. I want a snack.
Yeah. Hey guys, I realized I never caught up with you and told you what we really did today. As you saw, we left and we went to one of the mountain coasters. There's so many here in the mountains. We think on our drive back we saw maybe like 4 or 5. And afterwards we went to, I think it's called Little Island. It's like a part of like Margaritaville's resort. It kind of reminds me of like Disney Springs or like a little shopette like that. But we walked around, we got like a couple, like we all got souvenir shirts I think, and just got a little couple of other little things. And then we stopped for like a quick snack at Margaritaville, the actual like restaurant, and we all got appetizers. And then now we're back at the house. Dinner is in about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna just chill and relax. I am a little sleepy. I kind of want to take a nap. I don't really have time for a nap, and I don't want to get in bed with my clothes like that I've been walking around all day with. So I think I'm gonna just like chill out. I'm gonna read a book and just relax for a minute, clear my mind, and just take it easy for a little bit before I wind down.
Getting older, I know all I can do is keep going. I know life's not always a flower in the spring, nor sweet as peaches in the summer, just like the seasons in summer.
So I just got back from my trip and it was really nice, really fun, really refreshing and uplifting. I didn't film that much when I was there. I think I barely filmed at all yesterday. But I just wanted to hop on here and close out my video. This is a really fun and busy week. So you got to see a little bit of like my school and career side and a little bit of like just like my personal life and a fun trip that I went on with my church. And I got so like backed up on my schoolwork, so that's what I'm about to catch up on now. But thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll see you on the next one.